But the big, notable thing that I completely missed in the pictures, guys, I did not see this until now, is something that is worth hundreds that was hidden in this line.
Here we go.
What is up, Internet? Retro here, and welcome back to another episode of the $10 Game Collection Challenge.
Season 2.
We are on the quest to build the largest N64 collection possible, starting out with just a $10 build only to give you guys the entire collection at the end of the series in December. Now, we have quite a bit to go over. This is actually part 2. Our last episode, we picked up a guy's entire video game collection from when he was a kid. Basically, NES all the way to DS. We have a ton to go over in terms of showing you guys what all was in here and value of that stuff. We paid $350 and there is a ton of value in here, and there is something in here that I did not see. I did not see in the pictures that has crazy value. So pumped to show you guys that, and then make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video. We are still going to go game hunting in this episode, but I wanted to make sure to show you guys all of this stuff, so let's jump into it. So first up are all of the consoles. We got an NES, two NESs, a Super Nintendo, which is actually in pretty good shape, and a couple handhelds. We got a DS Lite here, and then also a DSi XL, which you don't see very often. I actually printed this off this time to make it a little bit easier for both me and Editor Riff. Shout out to Editor Riff.
Thank you. That legit helps.
We love you, bro.
I love you too.
All right, I will say this. There is a lot to clean up. Have not cleaned these consoles yet, but here, oh, I literally didn't even check. I didn't even check. There's Dr. Mario. This throws this all off. I gotta start all over again. I'm kidding. Is there another one in here? Is there another one in here? Just Dr. Mario. That's awesome. I think it's only like a $6 game. For NES consoles right now, they are averaging around $75 a piece. So you got a $75 bill there, but there is no $75 bill. You guys get what I'm saying. All right, I'm tired. It's late at night. 75, so there's 150. And then right here, the Super Nintendo, they go for about $100 with two OEM controllers. So we do have two original controllers. Now that is a little yellowed, but that's not the biggest deal. That is crazy to me that only that part was yellowed. I don't know how that happened. I am not sure how to determine if it's a chip 1. Apparently there is, or one chip 1. Apparently that like brings it quite a bit more value. You guys tell me down below if it is or not, if you can tell by just the serial number, but that is conservatively $100 right there. A couple accessories. You got the Nintendo Zapper. These guys run about $15 a piece, and then this NES Advantage is about $20. And then over here we have two handhelds. Now this one is pretty dang scratched, but it still does work. The screen, there it is right there. It is scratched, but the thing is, you can still use the screen. So it's not just for parts, it actually works. In this condition, I gave it a value of $40. And then these are not cheap, guys. The DSi XLs, this is about $75, and this thing is in really good shape. So all in on just the consoles is $415, meaning everything else is gravy, guys. All that stuff down there is going to be profit after we sell these consoles. Let's jump into the games. And here are all of the games. What a freaking haul. I cannot believe it. Again, once we sell all those consoles, we'll basically make our money back, and then all of this will be straight profit. I think over 70 games in this haul. So I'm gonna be selling all of these games on my next Whatnot stream on May 12th at the fair market value. So these are all going to be available in the buy it now section. We did that for a couple different reasons. We wanted to basically make sure that the series was as relatable as possible. So that's why we sell games from the $10 game collection in the buy it now section for the market value. So if you see a Batman game, the Batman game, it's going to be available for $11 on Whatnot on May 12th. So if you want to pick up any of these games, you are more than welcome to it. And then also, if you have never been on Whatnot before, you can use this code right here and get $10 for free. So maybe you can pick up one of these games for free. Come hang out with us on May 12th. So let's get into value. I did this is going to help me big time. So I'm not going to go through every single one of these, every single one of these games, but I do want to pick out some of the notable ones. The biggest one was Cliffhanger, and I talked about this in the last episode. Hey, if you guys haven't watched the entire series yet, I think we're on episode 7. Go back, check them out, see how this all started. But this is Cliffhanger. It does have a little bit of label lifting. I think I can fix that with a little bit of glue. This guy is worth $133. Now, what's interesting about this is I don't have this in my collection. So what I'm actually going for a complete NES set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this from the $10 game collection because I need this game, but I also need the funds, so I can't just take this and put that into my game collection. That wouldn't be fair. What would be fair is if I actually paid for it. So I'm going to add $133 into the $10 game collection fund and then just keep this for myself because I need it, okay? I need it. Other notable games are Contra right here. I mean, one of the best games of all time. You guys tell me down below, what is your favorite NES game? Original Nintendo game? Contra has to be in my top 10. That's a really clean copy too. Again, guys, 34 bucks. This is gonna be available first come, first serve. That's a really clean copy. Let's see, what other ones are in here? Donkey Kong Jr. actually surprised me. This guy is worth like, is it, no, oh, Junior, my bad, not Classics. This one right here, this guy is worth 30 bucks. That's worth 30. That was a little surprising to me. Probably the most surprising thing to me was Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is worth $42 now? What is happening with prices? I cannot believe it. Maybe one other one is that Pac-Man game. Where's that? Pac-Mania. Pac-Mania is worth 20 bucks, 22 bucks. And then the last thing I want to talk about was this Zelda. I just wanted to show you guys this because so often you find these Zelda 1 and 2 games and they just are beat up. Oh man, I love gold.
I love gold.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So that one is worth 22 bucks. The Game Genie's worth 20. Oh, the only Super Nintendo game was Castlevania on Super Nintendo. That's worth about 50 bucks. I'm using price charting if you guys are wondering how I'm getting these prices. And then over here, real quick, are a bunch of DS games. Super Mario 64 DS, New Super Mario Bros. So some really great games all in there. Total value in games is $910 freaking dollars. Obviously, you're seeing some major value. Now, let me show you the thing that I did not see in the pictures that is going to help out this lot even more. Okay, guys, and then the thing that I totally missed in the pictures that has tons of value. I'm sure you guys saw it. You guys are way smarter than me, but I missed it. These right here. Cue Zelda music. Those right there. Now, if you did not know, manuals have insane value, especially when you start talking about NES and Super Nintendo. These things are worth a ton. I tallied all of these up as well. I'll show you a couple of them. You got RC Pro-Am, Adventures of Bayou Billy, basically all of the games that were in there. And most of these are pretty clean. Double Dragon, Snake's Revenge, Jaws. So some of the ones that are worth a bit more, you got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is 30 bucks. Zelda is 30. Metroid is 30. Guys, this stuff adds up like crazy. You got Paperboy, Top Gun. There's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Pretty good shape too. That's a $30 bill right there, meaning we're gonna switch this or trade this out and basically convert this over to an N64 game. You got Zelda, Metroid. It's insane, guys. So all of these together equal $315, which gives us a grand total of $1,640, guys. $1,640 for this entire lot that we only paid $350 for. Woo, guys, you're about to start seeing a bunch of N64 games in the collection because we are going to sell this stuff and start getting some N64 games. But for now, again, that was crazy. Pumped to get this entire lot from this guy, but now it's time to go game hunting. I don't know exactly how much we have. Editor Riff will put it up on the screen. I know 133 plus whatever we left off with in the last episode. So let's do it. Let's go hunt. I'm just telling you guys, it's a good day. It's a good day when you find Wii Sports. Okay? Wii Sports Resort.
Wii Sports Resort. Escape to reality with the new precision of Wii Motion Plus. Rated E for everyone.
It's a good day, all right? I'm just saying, oh, looks like that belonged to that person. $2. It's an even better day when you find Wii Sports also.
Nice approach.
Guys, I know it's weird to get excited about Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, but that's like 40 plus minimum for $4, which is amazing. And then right here are a bunch of PSP games. I don't ever see PSP games. Now this one isn't worth picking up at all. I think it sells for like $5. None of these are marked, so they're all $2 each. Got ATV Off-Road Fury Pro. So I'm gonna get that one. I think that's complete as well. It's not worth a ton, maybe 10 bucks, but for two, you know, it's cheap enough. And then this Practical Intelligence game, it almost looks like Intelligence Cube, which was a great game on PS1. I don't know if that's what it is, but I figured I'll pick that up. So right here, we got $8, or we're gonna pay $8, and I think there is roughly 60 bucks in value. Let's go, let's go. Anything else, anything else? I'm gonna look this up. I don't know if that's worth anything, but I'll look that up real quick. But all right, guys, looked it up. Selling for around $60. Let's freaking go. Unmarked, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be $2. Yes. All right, real quick pickup at Salvation Army. DVDs are $2. I'm fairly certain they're gonna charge me $2 for this. It's not a DVD, it's a Blu-ray. We got Ernest Goes to Camp in Camp Nowhere on Blu-ray. Love me some Ernest. One of my favorite characters back in the day. I watched all the different Ernest movies. You know, Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Saves Christmas, all of them. Loved them. Well, anytime you see these on Blu-ray, they are typically worth something. Have never seen this before, looked it up, selling for around 14 to 18 bucks. Be on the lookout for Ernest DVDs. I know, or not even DVDs, Blu-rays. I think some of the DVDs have some value too, but gonna get this for, I think, $2. Don't see anything else, but hey, that's a quick flip. Let's go. All right, so this is probably something I should pick up at Goodwill, obviously. And there is a Sony Boombox. Actually, a really sweet piece. I love these old Sony Boomboxes. It's in decent shape, and it is only, let's see, all right, no, that's not it, $4.94. That's cheap. I'm seeing them sell on eBay even broke for like around 30 to 40. I just don't like dealing with items this big, especially if they're not working. So I did test it, and the radio is working. And the tape is rewinding, but it won't actually play, which is unfortunate. I think if this was working, probably looking at 50 to 60 bucks minimum. Unfortunately, I'm gonna pass on that. And then also up front, there are like 3 games that are all worth like 10 to 12, but games here are $5. So today it's a bust here. Almost some good buys, but unfortunately none. Okay, we're at Goodwill. We actually found some games. Now, nothing crazy, but there is still some decent stuff here. You got GTA 5. This game has always been a good one to pick up. If you can get it cheap, it's $2, unmarked, and both discs look immaculate. So this sells for about 10 to 12. They used to sell for around 15 or so, and then you could trade them into GameStop for like $10 credit. Not anymore. There's actually 2 of these. So $4, and we'll net around 14 to 15 or so. A couple Xbox One games. Nothing here. I just don't usually see Xbox One very often here at Goodwill. Rogue, Assassin's Creed Rogue, nothing there. And then this one, it sells for like $9. So just right at the cutoff point for me. I'm not gonna mess with that, but I continue to look just like one last glaze, you know, over everything. And check this out. Right next to one of my favorite shows of all time, Boy Meets World, Wii Sports.
How does he do that?
In this weird case, like a printed case from Game Exchange, so Wii Sports. It feels really empty. Check it out. Even better, Wii Sports Resort. I think this sells just a little bit more than the original Wii Sports, and I can't tell you how many Wii Sports Resort cases I have at home. I got like probably 10 in the garage. So right here, $6. It's getting really noisy. Shh. $6, and we have about, oh, I don't know, $35 in profit right there. Let's go. I'm out hunting with my son. For my son. No games whatsoever, and all this stuff, all of the DVDs and VHS, not one single game, which is super disappointing. I did find one thing that, had this have been in better condition, I would have sold, would have bought, would have picked up and flipped. It is the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
They must rescue the princess. Alien species escaping.
Okay, if you guys know, you know. It's terrible. It's not good. It's just not a good movie. Even for me, I watched this as a kid. Not very nostalgic for this movie. More interested in it just because of how terrible it is. But this actually sells pretty decently. I think probably around like the $12 to $18 range on the high end. There is actually a screening version. I have that one. Was gifted to me by my guy Narc, because he has a great YouTube channel. Go check out Narc's channel if you have some time, if you like games and toys and stuff like that. Gonna pass, but wanted to let you guys know, be on the lookout for this VHS if you find it cheap. Another great week out there, guys. We only spent $19 for the week, and we have about $190 in value, meaning we 10x'd our money this week. And don't forget about all of the games that we got from the huge collection lot. We're gonna be able to sell those and add all of that money back into the game fund to have a very healthy budget to go find N64 games. Again, if you are interested in any of those games, they're gonna be in the Buy It Now section of our next Whatnot auction on May 12th. Come hang out. It's gonna be a blast. As always, thank you guys for hanging out, for watching the video. If you would, like the video. If you are enjoying the $10 game collection, subscribe if you have not already, and until next time.